was super delayed. Oh my god. I clicked it and then it was like, I'm just gonna hang out here for a bunch of time. Alright, guys. I'm just realizing that I didn't shave because you can see all my whiskers. I'm not gonna go bother with that right this second. You might have noticed we've got a new intro. That is actually licensed. I've been thinking about it for I think I started thinking about changing our intro actually quite some time ago. And it was the title, the sound, it just fits me. I know that we play an awful lot of like horror games because one of my mods likes to hear me scream. And I can't scream on command. Every time I think about screaming or yelling, it's like my brain won't do it. Like, you don't know how to do that. That's not a thing that you can do. People don't just do that. So anyways, I saw this probably a couple of months ago. Hi, hon. And I really liked it. And then I got to thinking about it and of course, Lunix mentioned it and like, you know, you should probably, with a theme that long, you should probably put it on a timer. And that took a little bit of doing. Not a lot. It was not super difficult or anything. Obviously, my start screen does not have a built-in timer on it. But I know the fonts used in it and enough of that to be able to figure out how to set that up. And then I, thanks to Professor Google, was able to find a script that would allow me to use minutes and seconds, and that was very important to me. I needed to be able to have both minutes and seconds so that I had everything on the screen there. And that I don't know, it's just important. So, meh. Anyways, so we finished up Soul Reaver 1 Remastered last stream, and we're about to start Soul Reaver 2. Also, Aspyr, if you are watching, you should maybe watch the previous stream because we did find a glitch. We fell through the world. Just saying. Anyways, so we're going to get started on that. Much like with the first Soul Reaver, there is a scene where any music is actually going to be in it because it is pre-rendered and the dialogue and the music are on the same track. So I have no control over that. If I could license Ozar Midrashram, I would. And or Ariel's Lament. Those two I would love to have officially licensed for this channel because I think that those would probably be the most epic theme music for my stream. But you know, it is what it is. All right, let's swap over here. And that was a Lunix scaring the bejeebers out of me. Oh, I see. So that's what's happened. Alright, you guys give me just a second here. Hi, Lunix. I have to reset my Stream Deck. And the easiest way to do that is to unplug it, give it a little bit, and then plug it back in. And it's not like it's got a bad cord. It's plugged into a pretty decent cord. I might change it for one of my other cords after the move. Yeah, I went to click a change scene and it was stopped. And that's actually probably what caused the hiccup at the start of the stream today, because I pushed the button and it took it forever. All right. Let's hop into the game. I kind of wonder if I shouldn't do these as one game for the VOD once I'm done. Probably not. That seems like it would be kind of silly. We'll turn the hints off, I guess. We'll leave the interaction hints on, though. Yes, I am leaving that turned off. English, English, subs on. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgûl from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
So, I'll tell you about this after the cutscene.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands...
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
Ah, you two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
So, back in the day when this game was still newish, I had a friend that I used to play the game with. We would sit kind of side by side, and we would take turns playing. But we also liked to, after we had unlocked everything, we would read the script aloud. And I was almost always Raziel. He was Kain. If Raziel wasn't in the same scene as Mobius, then I also would read Mobius. And he would read pretty much anybody who wasn't Raziel otherwise, including Kain. Oh wait, this is where we landed. Sorry, that was just interesting. Okay, well, the controls are a little nicer than, I say a little, but I mean a lot. They are nicer than the original PS2 port. I need this.
To arms!
If I could get away with not fighting them, I would.
Taste my blade, vampire!
Hey, hey, hey! Listen here. Tiny human.
Taste my blade, vampire!
Also, Michael Bell reads a lot of the guards. So he's not only the voice of Raziel, but he is the voice of all the guards here. Well, all the male guards. And most of the male vampire hunters as well. There was only one in this room.
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Get him!
Would you stop that? Feed me, Seymour! Feed me. Thank you. Excuse me. Oh, you came when I called. I can't leave you out to, out to dry.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
I already know the answer to that question. Ah, there are two of you. Damn it. I mean, on the plus side, now I don't have to have a weapon to kill things. Raziel can just, rip their heads off or rip their hearts out. But they go down so much easier. Come on, before he decides to actually fight me.
Die, fiend!
Yeah, it strikes me. I'm not sure if the reason that I know the guards are Michael Bell is because they sound like Raziel. Because they use Michael Bell's basically his straight old ordinary voice. And I think Raziel has a little more.
Here it comes.
It's not gravitas. Would you two not be like right on top of each other? Raziel. But he's got a certain quality to his voice.
Prepare to die.
How the hell did I not take damage when she tried to get me earlier? There's one over there. One over there, but I don't really have to fight them. I don't have to clear everybody out.
As I
every
neared
time.
the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just. beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement, the Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until, of course, Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long-dormant spirit was now fully aroused, and for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leeched to restore the blade. But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Kain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Kain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Kain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy, you are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
By my soul, You almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
And there goes all of my health. Gee, thanks.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordren, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villages below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordren truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
Nope. I'm not going to die. You are. Ow.
Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here, and then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become, and a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
A huge difference. Not as huge as between one and the remaster, but holy fuck. No, stop hitting me. At least the souls stick around longer. That's the door I came through, and it's locked. I think. I still wish we had a map. And this goes back to the chapel, doesn't it? Yeah. Boy, I love getting turned backwards. And my impression of the in-game lore reason is you woke up the Reaver. It has consumed a large quantity of all of your health reserves. Hence, you now have no health. Oh, you get back.
Seize him.
No, I don't want to be seized. Not a fiend. I used to be a vampire. Now I'm a Reaver of Souls. And you are dead. Kaya. Rahab. Turiel, who we haven't met. Me. Zaphon. God, he even kind of looks like a bug. Little jerk. Duma. Technically, there should be a door for, or a painting of, Malik also. But, yeah. It is far better when a game decides to either, hey, you have all the stuff from the previous playthrough because we have your previous save, and thus you're just going to build on that. Or they're like, here is a great in-game reason for why we're resetting you.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
So, I used to think that the lake here, this South Lake, was the Lake of the Dead from Soul Reaver. It's not. So, come on. The pillars are the seat of Kain's empire. They're literally his throne is the balance pillar. You see that kind of C shape right above that? That would eventually be the Lake of the Dead. I am not going to need this. I know, it would have been faster if I'd have just jumped in and just been done with it. No. Why would I do things the easy way? That's the easy way.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Also, unlike the previous game, we do not go back to the Elder God's lair. If we die too far, you can die. And it sucks. I remember being angry the first time it happened. No, that's so not the button I was looking for. I think that's where I'm going so I can hop up along those ledges.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
Also, unlike the previous game, you cannot save anywhere. You do have to save at a save point. And you do return to the save point when you restart. Like if I log out and go to log back in, I will be
While
at
I had
the save
only
point.
just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
I technically don't have to fight these guys. They're not going to actually do anything for me. I don't get experience points. This is not an ARPG. Ow! Jerks! You just kill him. I don't wanna. Hey, you. Also, in case you don't know what I'm doing, there's just these ravens. They're voradors. Ravens.
There it is!
Okay, you, I think I'm going to have to do something about.
Die.
I can't pick up his weapon.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Yes. Okay, doggy.
Taste my blade, vampire!
I don't want to taste your blade. How about you taste my claws? And we get doggies. Yes, I am aware we are close to time. No, don't seize me.
Die, fiend!
That's why I prefer pole arms. Not that I'm going to be allowed to keep it or anything. Alright. Excuse me. Pardon me for just a quick moment. She's being stubborn. I mean, I know she's a husky and all. You gonna come here? Sure, as soon as I start complaining, that's when she decides she's gonna show up. Are you ready for treats? You tell everybody hi? Say hi? Let's say hi. Puppy's a girl. You say hi. You gotta look over here. You gotta look over here. Or is it really? That's what we're gonna do? That's all we got? You don't want to say hi to everybody? You just want to say hi to Mom? Yeah? Look up at Mom? Oh. Give me 5? Good girl. Mama, high 5? Good girl. We try this again? You say hi to everybody? Can we see a pretty belly? Poppy's a girl. We see a pretty belly. No, we can't see the belly? Did you not go at us? No bellies, huh? You mama or pa? Pa? Head? That's a pa. Head? Last one. All right. Is that Darth says hi? You just go give me that look, huh? He's giving me the, Mom, I need more. You have had dinner, and you have had treats, and you have had outside, and you have had pets. And now she's going to go and mope in front of the door. Well, the stairs.
The pillars of Nosgoth, pristine, whole, and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nutraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nutraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree, then, that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
The pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
No, it's so slow! Get in my belly! Oh my god. So many souls. Ah! Nobody wants to fight you.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Shoot. Let's shoot.
From the look of it, this door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key. And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
And got sealed in. I don't want to fight you. You guys are annoying. You're very annoying. Leave me alone. There are things screaming my name.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel. Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Your silence was refreshing while it lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here?
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed? Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, Do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul Reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form, but if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
I suppose I should be semi-smart here, on the off chance that there is a glitch. I don't want that to end up being an issue. See if I can get out of this without having to fight these guys. This time through, I shouldn't have to do anything special. We retraversed this path several times during the game.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Don't mind me. I was thinking about, oh, where are you at?
Taste my blade, vampire!
I don't want to taste your blade.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the Circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
The son of a beach. That's what I was trying to avoid. Feeling just a little bit nauseous. Okay, nauseous is the wrong phrase. I'm a little sick to my stomach.
Over there!
No. Stupid dog.
There's one!
I am not a vampire anymore.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
Just climb the goddamn tree, Raziel. Oh my god. It doesn't have a climbing wall attached to it. Hey, you can love a thing and still be frustrated by it, okay? So shut up.
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine, too, was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
And sealed in once again. Oh, hey! I'm probably gonna lose my flesh for the first time. Or not. Did you leave your sword behind? No, you did not. Jerk. I guess it doesn't matter. Anastasia! No, like the Shlua. No feeding for you two. That's right. And as of this game, the Slua can feed and regain their health, and then come back to get you some more. Can't get up there yet. At least I'm like 99% sure that I can't. Yeah. And we can't get in here yet either. That's not important yet. Oh, that's right. Oh, man! Unlike previously. Now, if I fucking drop my own flesh, I still have to get my health back. Oh, and these guys will cannibalize each other, too. They don't care where the spirit energy comes from. All they care about is spirit energy. Uh-huh. That's right, that's right.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, and the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
Okay. That one's locked. Locked. Alright, well, I guess we're going this way first. On the other hand, at least we get to keep a lot of our abilities. It's like, we can still phase through shit. Very important. I don't like you guys. I should also be able to... Yep. I can still shoot projectiles. Alright, let's see here. Son of a... my freaking goddess. Okay, well that works. Oh, excuse me. Thanks for the grub. I can't take that with me. Nom, 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 nom. And there's a new type of Shlua. Don't shoot at me. Don't do it. Near the door? Near the door. So don't let the ease with which I've done this today fool you. The only reason I'm doing so well is because I played through semi-recently. Probably the last 6 months. That does not mean I remember where everything is. This just happens to be the forge I spent the most time on when I first started playing this. When it was a new game. So I just stand right in front of that. Right in front of it. Wow, that's a pretty... It doesn't seem like it's a big difference, but it is. Getting blasted in the face with sunlight.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
And give me back some of my health. Hey, Coda! Puppy want some more treats? Mom's got treats! Coda, the Duchess of Barkingshire! That puppy want some treats? Coda! Coda, 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 Coda! There her is. Is you gonna come here? I think we should tilt the camera down just a little bit more again. Bloop. Hello, Coda the Pupperdo. Yeah. Did you say Mama's hand's not interesting unless there's treats in it? Yeah, can I have your paw? You give Mama your paw? Oh, that's your head. I want your paw. Coda, give me your paw. No, paw. Good girl. Oh my goodness gracious. What a good girl. It's like, you gotta be faster with them treats, Mom. Gotta be faster. So look at Mama. You show us your pretty belly. She's just gotten used to the not getting asked for this at all, ever. I don't ask her anymore. Can you show Mama your pretty belly? Oh, no. She says no. Never. There's no bellies, huh? Give Mama a paw. Is it utter paw? Oh, that's the same paw. Utter paw. Utter paw. Good girl. Head? Give me your head. Really? That's it? Just... Really? Yeah. You're a goofball. Look over to Mama. Look over to Mom. Mom. All right. A good girl, Coda. All right. Ah, just in time for the ad break to start. No, that was it. You got it the same number of treats this time.
Now I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Wait, that's active? I don't have to fight the little guy for it? Okay. Also, let's put that away. Oh wait, I need that.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
Alright, so we have darkness. I believe the shrine in the lake is... I want to say sunlight. But it could also be fire, I don't remember. Just in time. Sorry, the ad break, if you're watching the VOD, that was because the ad break just finished.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
I like Vorador. And he's far more civil here than he was in Blood Omen. There's a reason that I hop to and fro on these bits of land, and I'm realizing that I went the wrong direction, but I'm going to use the save point. since I did go this direction. Pretty sure there's a finite number of save spots, so eventually we'll have to reuse the save. I would have to hop right into the muck. The humans don't jump. So if I jump on the land, I don't get slowed down by the muck, which makes it easier for me to get through here without having to fight. That was the wrong direction. Anybody feel like swimming with a giant octopus? I can't shoot telekinesis underwater anymore?
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Yes. I wonder if they're still going to be screaming my name. Say my name, say my name. Oh! I happened to log into my YouTube account for the VODs, and the final episode of Blood Omen got a copyright claim. Like, it wasn't the sort that would cost me to lose my channel or anything like that. It was one of those where they would get the monetization for 10 seconds worth of bells ringing. Yeah. So I went in and told it to get rid of the audio during that 10 seconds. I don't think it cuts any dialogue, so we should be good. But yeah, I had kind of the same thought, especially when I saw the part that was being claimed.
Die, fiend!
Thank you for your pike.
Prepare to die.
Really? I was fighting the other pike girl. And now I'm fighting blind.
Die, fiend!
Hey, Pooch. Wait a second. You. You too.
Seize him!
No, you don't want to seize me. I'm bad for your health. I mean, I suppose I'm sort of a scourge. Really, Raziel doesn't really want to kill the people? I don't think. Like, is it a necessary thing sometimes? Sure. Yep. It's redonkulous. But it is what it is, so... Where's the devil? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Apparently, the bells were part of a song. I don't know. You guys bother me. In part because of that. Right, but at the same time, like, I've never heard of it at all. I was half tempted to contest it. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's just bloody redonkulous.
These murals left no room for doubt. These winged creatures were indeed the architects of the pillars. And while the images were difficult to decipher, the pillars appeared to banish or diminish their enemies somehow.
You two just gobbled that up, didn't you? Yep. And worrying about future monetization or the possibility thereof is really silly. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry. Don't come flying at me from behind. You're gonna make me lose my other fucking meal, dude. Oh yeah, the other one's long gone. Let's see if I can finish this one in 23 minutes. Can't open it from this side. What do I think I'm doing? Where is... Oh yeah, no, if it got flagged here, that would definitely be problematic. You don't want to get seen by that eye. There's a way to prevent that, but first I have to get the Dark Reaver back. that's right. Okay, fine, be that way. Yep, nope, I need the Darkness Reaver here, too. Hmm. Is there a font somewhere that I'm not remembering? I kind of prefer the way Defiance does the various Reavers. You can just flip between them once they've been imbued at least once. It wouldn't be this close to this. It just wouldn't. Yeah, it has to be. I'm being a blonde. 'cause I'm a plant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, good dog. Why can I not remember how to do this? There should be a portal down here, but it's not down here. It's gotta be up. Ah. Where is it? Can't possibly be up. Ah, Jiminy Crickets. Yeah, because can't make that jump. That's too high to jump to as well. Or, you know, I'm just overthinking things and it's not too high to jump to. Alright. Now we have to go back this way again. Because remember, we need the darkness Reaver. Damn yous. Take care of this annoyance first, I guess. farther, I think. Yeah. Raziel? Auto face means auto face. Seriously? Really? Oh, that's not a climbing wolf, eh? Funny, I think the last time I did this forge, it took me the better part of an hour to finish. Way to remember. Or is your both of the can't turn the mirrors. Am I forgetting? Oh! Because I'm a blonde, yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys are annoying. Go away. I do not want to be what's the word? Relieved of my flesh. That's not necessarily the word I'm looking for. Just incorporate. Oh, that was too much fun. Damn it. Two forges done in one day, that's not half bad. There we go.
I plunged the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally use Mobius's time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
Alright. Before we can actually be done, I have to go and save, which means going almost all the way back to being in the stronghold again. Moment here. I've got Coda's treats all set up here. These guys don't have souls to eat anyways, so... Yahoo! I do kind of miss autosave, but this is, you know, this game is before that happened, or became a thing. It wouldn't have hurt if Aspyr had done, like, was done for the port for Blood Omen 1. Introduced, you know, saved states. That actually would have been kind of cool. Now, if memory serves, there is not actually a save on this side of the lake. Correct. Alright. Oh no, can I not get... Can I not get back through the door? Do I have to reopen it? I have to reopen it. Are you kidding me? Alright. Just out of curiosity, before we're finished here. Ow, ow. Alright, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. We have achieved 7 trophies. So we got Enlightening Sun, Interview with the Vampire. Oh, that's hilarious. Darkness is my friend. Aerial leap. Make a human jump into the air by using your feet in combat. Oh. Harvester of Souls. Corruption of the Pillars. And Reaver Convergence. We got 22 more to go, and I know I'm not going to get all 22 of those. That's not bad. Alright, let's get Coda over here. Hey, Coda! You want some treats? Puppy the doodah! Coda! Duchess of Barkingshire. You want some treats? Oh, you do? Here. Yeah? Give Mama a pop? Oh, Papa do. That was very gentle. I can keep gentle. Oh, girl! Oh my gosh, I feel like we just had a breakthrough, even though it won't work every time. It won't. To be gentle. Okay, well maybe it'll work every time right now. You tell everybody good night. Oh. You look up at Mom? Mom? Like, where's my treat? I looked at you, Mom. Mom's gonna try again. Can we see your pretty belly? Can we see that pretty belly? Oh, we can't. No, we're not allowed to see the belly anymore. Not allowed. Give Mama a high five. Oh my goodness, I got 2 high fives. The last one? This is the last one? You ready? Alright, guys, while she's having her last treat for the night, thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much for all of your patience and your support. I appreciate y'all. Sleep tight. Don't let the Fae bite. And we will see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.